Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's event was a quinceañera and I wanted to do something a little bit different because I struggled a little bit with this balloon garland. So my first thing that I struggled with was the command hooks. You see that I had put about I would say like 5 command hooks on the wood wall, and then I put painter's tape on top of it. And I've seen it work for other event planners and the way that they put their garlands on their wood props, but for me it just didn't work out. So I had to use my clamps that I swear by my clamps. I use them for all my wood props, and it's something where I know it's gonna stay. I put it on there, I put on my 360 balloon, and I attach it to my garland without a problem. The only thing was that I also struggled with was that you see on this left side that I'm doing, it's like easy. I just put the balloons in their place and all that, but mind you, also have to notice that the balloon garland is not moving at this time that I'm doing at the left side of that balloon. But once I get over to the right side, you see that the top of the balloon starts to move, and that's because it's detaching from the command hooks. So that, I guess I'm thinking that was the reason why I struggled so much with that right side, because you could see me adjusting and readjusting and trying to tape it back on there, and it just didn't work out for me. So I struggled with the right side of the balloon garland. I also tried like a new method of attaching the clusters with 360s, similar to how you would attach the 5-inch balloons, but I did them with bigger clusters because of the fact that I struggled with that side. I was like, well, let me see if I can do it like this, and I actually struggled even more. So, and actually one of the I guess you're gonna see me in the next couple seconds cut it off and then put it out right here. I'm on the floor. I cut the 2 things off that I had did on the side, and then I put them in the front, and then I readjusted on the side. I keep coming back towards the camera to see how it looks, because the client wanted the balloons to go off towards the side of the backdrop. So she wanted kind of it to like flow down the sides, going all around the round wall. And because I struggled so much with it, I just for some reason, I'm sorry, it was here where I just cut off the 2 clusters, and I had readjusted. I added some clusters in the front, and then I finally got the shape that I wanted. But I had to play around with it because the garland wouldn't stay in place because of the command hooks. So I think that's what made me struggle the most. You do see that I keep backing up to see the shape of the balloon, to see if it looks right, to see if I could adjust it in any way. But again, because it was moving so much, I just couldn't. You see me here, I'm at the back of the balloon, and back of the balloon garland, trying to adjust it from the back and seeing if it actually stays there, which it didn't. And that day, for some reason, I only had 2 clamps, which is weird because I usually always have at least 6 or 7 clamps with me, or 8 clamps with me, because I like to use them for my wood props. Here, I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna add the orbs. If I like it, I like it, and if I don't, then I'll adjust it. But the orbs do fill in a lot of the empty spaces because they are big. And of course, so do the 5-inch balloons. So at this point, I had to actually step out before placing the orbs. So shout out to Michelle, because I actually had left her blowing up my 5-inch balloons. This day I actually had a minor mishap with my van, and I wasn't able to bring it, so I had to rent a U-Haul. And these are the things that happen behind the scenes that nobody knows about, and I don't even think they care, honestly. They just care that their event comes to life and that everything looks good, But I had to rent out a U-Haul. The U-Haul, I had a throne chair that didn't, in my van, it would have fit sitting up perfectly fine. But because I was in the U-Haul. I had to lay it down, and a lot of my things couldn't fit, specifically my balloon bags. So only 2 balloon bags fit, and I wasn't able to do my 5 inches. So shout out to Michelle that did those for me. And she also blew up my orbs and attached the 360s and helped me with this square entrance here. She helped me put them on the actual backdrop bars. I also had the 15 in the U-Haul, which took up a lot of space as well, because in my van I could sit them up against the wall and just attach them with secure them on there with these kind of like stretchy, I'm forgetting what they're called, but I could basically secure them to the walls of my van, and I couldn't in this occasion, so I had to lay them down, which took up a lot of space in the U-Haul. So I had to do a lot of the blowing up of the balloons at the actual event hall, which I never do because they take time. You take time blowing up the balloons, you take time attaching the 360s to the balloons and all that. But thank God I had Michelle. Shout out to Michelle again for helping me. She was a mentee that contacted me through Instagram and that wanted to learn more and asked me if she could just tag along. And I agreed. I'm up for extra help. And here, Michelle actually had to leave, so I had my 2 other assistants help me. So shout out to Isabella that's here in the purple shirt. She's helping me with the drapes, the centerpiece, the backdrop here. The client wanted some type of backdrop behind the throne chair that would be in the middle here, but because it was big, I had it off to the side. I did struggle a little bit with this because I was supposed to have a crown delivered, and it was supposed to be hanging in the middle of the top of the drapes, but because it didn't arrive on time, I was just like, you know what, we're just not gonna do it. And then I just I kind of changed the design a bit, but the crown was actually a surprise for my client. She actually didn't add it to her invoice or anything like that. It was just like some extra detail that I was gonna add on, just like a little touch, which is something that I kind of not always do, but sometimes I do for like these bigger events that it always there's always something that you forget to add in there, either in the decor or something like that, and last minute you're like, you know what, this would look nice, and you kind of just do it for your client. If you're an event planner, but here I attached the Mia Evangeline foam board sign using fishing line. I did puncture like small little holes through the curtains because I didn't have any safety pins, but I did use a safety pin to puncture the holes in. So it was very, very tiny hole. It wasn't something noticeable or big or anything like that would damage the curtain. And shout out to Daniela, that's always helping me in all my events. I'm pretty sure if you've seen my videos, you have seen her help me with prior events. She was up with me since like 7 or 8 in the morning that day. I woke up like around 6, but I picked her up like around 7. Yeah, like around 7 in the morning. And she helped me load everything into the U-Haul. But these are the final results, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.